Hello everyone, this is Martin. Welcome back to another weekly video, and if you've been following my videos, you know I produce these just once a week as a general rule. However, I may do more in the future. Now, I'm a professional trader from the Toronto, Canada area, so I want to welcome all new subscribers from around the world, all the people who have been following me, and all my friends and fellow traders right here in the Toronto, Canada area. So welcome and thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, now I want to mention something really quickly about Canada. We are a very young country, okay? We only became a unified country back in 1867, and guess what, guys? If your math is pretty good, you'll know that we are only 152 years old, okay? Now, we only have a small population base of approximately 37 million people, if I'm correct. And the reason I'm mentioning this to you guys is because we don't have a lot of traders here in Canada. I mean, of all the different asset classes and Forex, we actually don't have a lot of Forex traders. So I'm really proud to put this video together, well, for all these years anyways, on behalf of my fellow Canadians and to all of you who are interested in knowing a little bit more about Canada. Okay, so today I've got a really simple question, guys, right here. Are you a consistent winning trader? Are you making more money than you lose? And that is the qualifier. I mean, by being consistent, you have to be making more money than you lose. And I mean over the longer term. So, I mean, if you just started trading, let's say within the last couple of weeks or within the last couple of months, you really don't have a track record. So you really can't answer this properly. And I'll talk to you more about that in a moment and why that's important. You need a track record to understand what's going on with your trading style. So we're going to answer this now. The answer to this question really is simple, guys. It's either a yes or no. There's no in between. I mean, either yes, you're making money consistently, or no, you're losing money consistently, and that's bad. That's not good. So we want to address this big problem today, and I've got some great solutions and advice for you, so I want you to stay tuned, okay? Now, this is me, okay? My name again is Martin, and take a look over here. I'm a proud Canadian trader. Today's topic really is, what's your trading style? And I know a lot of you really don't even know what I'm talking about. Some of you do. I mean, some of the more experienced traders, if you've been trading for a year or more, you may have an idea, but a lot of you who are just getting in don't know what I'm talking about. So it's important, because if you're not a consistent winning Forex trader, this is probably one of the biggest reasons, not knowing your trading style, okay? Now, there are many different types of trading styles based on your adversity to risk, okay? Because it's all about risk, guys. How much money are you willing to lose? So you're probably trading one way, but you know what? If you really look back at your results, you really should be trading another way. I mean, you want to trade this way, but you should be trading another way. I'll explain what that means. And you know what? You need to find a way that better suits your trading personality, okay? There are different trading styles. I've already mentioned that. To answer this and what they are, you first need to know what typically separates the trading styles from each other. Now, it's really all about the length of time you intend to be in a trade. Do you want to be in a trade short term? I mean, you open up a trade today and you want to get out of a trade today. You want to open up a trade now and get out in 5, 10, 15 minutes? Or are you more or less looking for better trading opportunities, maybe only trading once, twice, 3 times a week, and so on? So this is what we mean by trading styles and about the length of time you intend to be in a trade. Now, the other factors include the timing of your entry, and also the amount and frequency of your trade. So if you trade a lot during the daytime, well, that certainly is telling me a lot about your trading style. And there are formal names given to these trading styles, so we'll look at those in just a few minutes. Now, there are no strict rules as to which time frame a particular trader would use to trade. So you can trade any time frame. I'm going to give you a lot of advice and guidance. However, the chart that I'm going to show you next is going to provide you typical time frames for the different trading styles, and you can use this as a guideline, okay? So pay attention as we go to the next chart. I want you to help me as we fill in the blanks, okay? So take a look here. We got trading style and time frames, and I'm going to fill this out. So here on the left side, we've got time frame, and these are the different trading styles, guys, right over here. So I just take a look. So we've got investor, end of day, intraday, scalper, swing, news, trend. Now, I'm not going to go into any big detail about the different trading styles, but basically, investor is a long-term trader, only interested in taking a trade, then possibly holding on to a trade for weeks, months, and even longer. Okay, end of day trader means that you're waiting for a candle to close, the daily candle. Okay, so this is important. Please understand this. Okay. You're waiting for the daily candle close, and for different parts of the world, it could mean a different time frame. But you know, some of the best brokers around the world use the New York close, which is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So letting you know, you can always Google 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and what the equivalent is to your time zone. Okay, so here again, just letting you know, 5 p.m. Eastern Time Zone is when the daily candle closes, and a lot of great brokers around the world use this as their measuring stick. Intraday means you're taking trades during the daytime, and you're primarily interested in getting out of the trade during the same day. You're not looking to hold on to trades till the next day. Scalper is one that's wants to be in and out of trades as quickly as possible, as many times as possible during the daytime. Swing traders looking for the bigger swings, the up and down swings of price cycles as they move from low to high, then reverse from high to low. And those traders are called swing traders. News traders is something that traders can get really addicted to. Important news comes out, guys, that affects the markets, where price can often move 50, 80, 100 pips or more in just 5, 10, 15 minutes. And so there are a lot of news junkies out there who want to get in a trade and make as many pips as quickly as possible. One of the best sources you can go to is www.babypips.com. Okay, and go to the calendar, click on the calendar, and you'll get up-to-date news events that will impact your trading decisions. Okay, and finally, trend trading. Basically, traders just looking to, particular style of trading where they're only looking to trade the trends. Okay, and perhaps one time I'll make a video on trends, but you can also Google that and find out how you can determine, or how you can spot trends on a currency chart. Okay, so let's fill this out, guys. So for an investor, what's an investor interested in? What time frames? Well, how about the monthly? Okay, how about the weekly and the daily? This is what an investor is interested in. They're not interested in trading any of these lower time frames, like the 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, 50 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute. Now, end of day trader primarily interested in trading on the weekly, daily, and the 4 hour charts. The intraday trader is, remember, they want to trade during the daytime and get out of the trade. So I'll mark down the 4 hour, but it's not a time frame that they usually trade unless there's a big candle in a 4 hour period, and then they could close their trade pretty quickly within the daily time frame. But primarily, they're interested in the 1 hour, the 30-minute, and what else, guys? Okay, the 15 minutes, okay? Now, scalper. Let's take a look at the scalper. What's a scalper really interested? Like, there's a lot of adrenaline rush going through a scalper. I mean, scalpers see trades all the time, and that often is a big problem, right? Because they're always seeing trades every minute, every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes. There's a trade to get into, and I mean, my goodness, they really have to control their emotions. But the highest time frame would be 30-minute. They're also interested in 50 minutes. In particularly the 5-minute and the 1-minute. They love these two time frames right here. Swing trader, they're looking for slightly bigger swings in the market highs and lows, and as prices turning. So weekly is important to them. The daily, the 4 hour, and they can even go down for, they'll look at the higher time frames for the market direction, but then they'll enter often on the lower time frames, the 4 hour and the 1 hour. The news trader, they're primarily only interested in the 50-minute, the 5-minute, and the 1-minute. They want to get in, capture those big pips, and then get out, okay? And the trend trader is someone that's looking for a bona fide trend. In other words, a trend that has been confirmed with higher highs and higher lows, or in a downtrend, lower lows and lower highs, okay? And again, guys, you can get some more information yourself. I can't give you everything, so try to figure out how to determine trends on a chart. So a trend trader is interested in monthly trend, weekly trend, daily trend, 4 hour, and the hourly. Usually these two, they're looking to get in better entries, okay? So I'm going to take this off the chart, and guys, I know you're probably screaming, hey, keep it on, keep it on. You know what? Guess what? I'll take it off, but I've got this for you, so you can always freeze this video, and there's the information for you, okay? So let's continue, guys. We got to move along. Which trading style is best? Now, I get this question asked a lot. Which trading style is best for me? Okay? Well, simply put, you have to adapt your trading style to your trading personality type. You're either an aggressive or conservative trader. Right now, those are two words, aggressive and conservative trader, which we talked about already in a previous video. They are part of your trading personality type. I'm going to talk a lot more about that in a minute. This should prompt you with another question, though. Okay, how do I determine my trading style? So the one question I get asked a lot is, which is the best trading style? Like, I mean, should I be taking trades on lower time frame charts, lower time frame or higher time frame? What's really best? What really works, you know? And another question alongside the first one is, how do I determine my trading type? Okay, so to help you, okay, I've done something to help you. I've got 4 free quizzes that you can complete to better determine your trading personality and your trading style. I will post the links under the video in the description section underneath the video. So just go to that, guys, expand the information, click on the expand button or read more link, and I'll give you the 4 different links. Some 1 or 2 links will talk about trading personally, trading styles, I should say, what type of trader you are, what suits you, and 1 link is specifically geared to your finding out more about your trading personality. Okay, so just letting you know. And the most accurate way to determine your trading personality is, guess what, guys? Okay, so I've got the 4 free quizzes which will help you out, but do you know there is one way to really find out what's really happening with your trading, and that is when you enter and journey on the long and hard road of life called the school of experience. Or sometimes a lot of people use a phrase, it's called the School of Hard Knocks. Now, what does that mean? Well, this is where you, over a number of months or years, as you're trading, you find out that there's going to be good and bad, and if you're 90% of all the traders, it will mostly be bad. So this is what's called hard life experience. It's during those ups and downs in the markets that you're really supposed to discover your trading demons. Okay, we talked about that in another previous video as well. So perhaps you should go back, take a look at some of my previous videos, and you'll get more information on all of this. But basically, okay, ask yourself, do you have the stomach and nerves to hold steady through the good and bad markets? Do you welcome and enjoy the excitement of market swings and riding the waves up and down? Or do you only like it when your trades win because you become depressed when your account balance disappears? Now, most of us, after a while on this hard, long road, in time, we eventually change to become a particular style of trader. And guess what that is, guys? It's a conservative type, okay? And only then, and I believe this honestly, once you become a more conservative type of trader, only then will the long and hard road lead to your success. Now, let's take a look at this, guys. This is the same chart as before. This is all about personality, type, and risk. And I want you to take a look right here. Here we have the conservative trader. Excuse me. And a conservative trader is all about low risk. So they want to preserve their capital, and they want to, they want to make sure that they're making money, but they want to make sure that they don't lose any money. Now, the aggressive trader right here is all about getting into and out of trades, making as much money as possible. You're not that concerned about losing money just because they know they can make money. Well, that's the way it generally works, but guess what? I found out over the years, while I teach my own students, that this is not the case. So aggressive trader is all about high risk, but guess what? The higher the risk, the more chance you have of losing money. So let's fill this out again here, guys, and look at the different personality types, and you determine whether you are conservative or aggressive trader. Okay, so remember, it's all about risk. How much are you willing to risk losing? Okay, so for the investor here, you're right here, okay, and that's all you're going to trade. You're going to trade on these time frames, and guess what? You are a conservative conservative trader. Okay, so end of the day, you're interested here. Trading on the weekly, the daily, and the 4-hour charts. And guess what? That also qualifies you as a conservative trader, okay? Now, intraday. Well, I'm only going to mark this down here. You probably are using the 4-hour charts to look for perhaps the trend, looking which way the price is going, but you're generally getting in at the lower time frames for your entries. So this qualifies you mostly as an aggressive trader. So, but I've got this if you're looking at the 4-hour charts for direction. Scalper, well, a scalp, okay, so I should actually, before I continue, let's mark that in here, okay? Now, scalper, well, guess what? You're only interested in 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, and 1 minute. And so by default, you are an aggressive trader, right? Swing trading. Okay, looking for the larger swings in the market. Let's check that off here, here, here. And you may go down to the 1-hour chart looking for better entries, but you generally stay up within this range. So you are a conservative trader. News trader, well, I want you to think about it for a second. The news comes out in a flash, often within 5-10 minutes. Markets move like 30, 40, 50, 100 pips or more. So you're trading right here, here, and here. You're trading the lower time frames, and guess what? You are an aggressive trader. And finally, a trend trader, obviously looking for the more confirmed longer term trends. Let's just fill that out, okay? And you sometimes go down to the 1-hour charts looking for better entries. So there you go, guys. Make note of this. This is super important. You won't get this information anywhere else. I'm telling you right now. I've been teaching for a while, for about 4 years. I teach live, by the way, not just online. I do have online students, but I teach live in class, and firsthand, I can tell you what the problems are. A lot of the students just aren't learning. A lot of the students just aren't successful. And part of the problem is right here. So I want you to make note of this chart. I'm actually going to take this off. And I know you're going to cry, hey, why don't you leave it on? But guess what, guys? I'm going to do you a favor. And right there, there it is. So if you want to freeze the video, you can do that, okay? Now, decisions are affected. Remember, your trading style affects all of your trading decisions and is dependent on whether you are a conservative or an aggressive trader. So the last chart, go back to that. You know, you need to do a lot of homework to really figure out what what you are, your trading personalities type, and your trading style, and you try to figure out how to match that all up, okay? Now, what are the decisions? Okay, I talk about decisions right here. Decisions that you need to make. Well, what about you need to decide exactly where to enter your trade, so your trade entry, where to draw the risk level, like your stop loss. If you're an aggressive trader, you want a tighter stop. If you are a conservative trader, you want a wider stop. Where to take your profits. Everyone should have at least a first profit target level, but then a second profit target level or more. Okay? What time of day to trade? Now, this is important. A lot of you trade any time of day. You know, you open up your computer, open up your charts, and bingo bango, you're looking to enter a trade really quickly. But you know what? There are better times of the day to trade than other times. Which currency pair to trade? Now, this is big, and I've never really talked about this in the past, but I want to make this really important to you. You should not always trade all currency pairs. Often the majors are slow moving. Euro USD is pretty slow, but there are some more volatile pairs that you could be trading. But again, choosing the right currency pair will also affect your decision making. This is huge important. In the past, I've had special videos on this. I may reintroduce this type of video again in the near future. But what lot size to trade with? This is your position size. So in other words, when you open a trade, what's the correct lot size? What's your risk factor? Next, should you be trading with the trend or not? So aggressive and conservative style traders trade differently, and it's something that you have to consider if you're going to be trading with the trend or not. And there's a lot more, but you know what? Hopefully you can now understand that trading can be simplified if you trade within your means, okay? Something is wrong, and you'll know it when your trading style is out of sync, right? Okay? What does that mean? Well, you're consistently losing money, and that's what I mean. Your trading style is out of sync when you are consistently losing money. Okay, so what are the symptoms? Well, I want you to write this down, guys, and pay attention, but you're trading on emotions and feelings generally. When your trading style is out of sync, you become irrational. You get away from your trading plan. Your strategy may not be correct for you to begin with, depending on your personality type. But basically, your entries are usually too soon or too late. Does that ring a bell? Well, how about price generally goes against you and stops you out? Okay, so you open up a trade and you always get stopped out. You usually take small profits out of fear. So you're so happy. Finally, you're making some money on a trade entry. And before you let it run its course, guess what? You close it out because you're afraid of losing more money. So you take out small profits. you take on too many trades. Now this is a big no-no, and guess what? Most of you are doing this. You're taking on more trades than you have to. And finally, and there's a lot more, by the way, this list can go on and on, but symptoms of an inconsistent trading, another one is you panic and freeze and find it difficult to close losing trades. So trades going against you, and guess what? It keeps going past your stop. If you don't have a permanent stop or an automatic stop, or if you've just had a mental stop, it just goes past your stop or it goes against you, and guess what? You just let that trade blow your account, and that's really bad, guys. So here's the reality. Most of you are trading too aggressively for your trading personality type. I want you to understand that right there. Most of you are trading too aggressively for your trading personality type, okay? Stop and take a breath. I need you to make a major change in the way you trade, okay? And I'm going to give you some specific advice for you, okay? I want you to understand what that is. And here it is. Again, let's just reinforce that. You should be trading a more conservative style. So here are 5 things that you can do. I want you to write this down, okay? Or at least pay attention. 5 things you can do right now. Trade only on the daily time frame. So whatever your trading style is, if you're trading during the daytime, you're taking too many trades, I want you to switch your charts to a daily time frame and trade off that only. Your risk is going to diminish tremendously. Next, risk no more than 1 to 2% of your account balance on your total trades at one time. So again, 1 to 2% maximum on your trades, okay? I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but you're not risking a lot, and this is the correct thing for you to do. Take 1 trade only at a time. I know many of you take 1, 2, 3, 4 trades, and guess what? You want, you one trade, the first trade is going against you. The second trade, you want to make that money back, so you want to take a second trade. It's going in your favor. You take a third trade because now the trade's going in your favor, and guess what? You want to add to your trade, and so on and so on. I mean, there are so many reasons why you keep taking more trades than you have to, but stop that. It's a self-destructive nature, and it's going to wipe your account out. Next, use a journal and record your trades. How many of you actually have a piece of paper? How about a simple piece of paper beside you? In the future, I'll give you something that's really handy and simple to use, but you've got to take a journal, record your trades, and figure out what's going on. You've got to find a way to stop making bad decisions. Now, finally, become a trend trader. So this is number 5. Become a trend trader. If you don't see a trend, then don't trade. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to repeat this advice once again on the next slide. So guys, I've got this for you. Here it is. These are the 5 things you need to do immediately. Check them off one by one by one. Write them down or freeze this video. Guys, this is going to help you tremendously, and I guarantee you, you're going to change the way you're trading. You're going to end up losing a lot less money, and you're going to be a smart trader. This is what I want you to do. Okay, so finally, guys, again, this is me. Subscribe. Don't forget to click on the like and subscribe links below the video. You'll also need to click on the tiny bell to get my videos. So when you click on the bell after you hit on the subscribe button, that guarantees that the video or my weekly videos are going to get to your inbox. So this is important. Hopefully you liked the video. Hopefully you found the information very useful. If you did, please below the video send me a comment. I'd like to hear from you, and I'll answer back. Okay, so take care, everyone. Until next week, I'll bid you the best. Happy trading, safe trading. Talk to you again. Bye-bye.